So you're thinking about moving to Ankeny, or maybe is it West Des Moines? Well, in this video, we're going to take a look at both of them. We're going to take a look at the ins and outs of each of those areas to see which one might be better fit for you. So let's get into that right now. So if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in the Des Moines area, then you're going to want to tap subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market conditions in the Des Moines area. My name is Andre. I'm with the Des Moines, Iowa real estate team, and we get calls from people like you all the time. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, 9 months, give me a call. My contact information is going to be in the description. I'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to the Des Moines area. In this case, maybe either Ankeny or West Des Moines. So today we're going to be looking at the differences between Ankeny and West Des Moines, or maybe the positives of each of them, so I can help you make a good decision about which one might be better. And if you want to stick around to the end, I'm going to give you my opinion on which one I think is best. So stick around to the end. So first thing we're going to talk about is the location. Ankeny is kind of on the north side. Well, it's not kind of. It is on the north side of the Des Moines metro area in the suburbs. So right near Saylorville Lake, and it's about 15-minute drive to downtown and about a 20 to 25-minute drive to the airport. And West Des Moines is centrally located. It's on the west side of the Des Moines suburb area, but a little closer to downtown. But still, you've got a 15-minute drive to downtown. You've only got a 10 or a 15-minute drive to the airport. So it is closer to the airport. So when all your friends are going to want to come visit you, because we've got such great summer weather, if they're coming from places where it's so hot, they're going to want to come visit you, and you might have an easier time picking them up if you live in West Des Moines. Anyway, so the location of West Des Moines. Today we're going to talk about location, we're going to talk about schools, we're going to talk about lifestyle and amenities and that sort of thing. So let's talk about the cost of living. Cost of living in Ankeny and West Des Moines, as far as utilities and gas prices and those type of things, even property taxes, are all going to be really, really similar and very close to each other. So the comparison is not a big difference between Ankeny and West Des Moines. Your biggest difference, and it's still not that big, is going to be the home price and what kind of home you're going to get. So in Ankeny, the average home cost is $330,000, and in West Des Moines it's $310,000. Both of them have, both average home prices have gone up about 2.5% to 2.7% in the last year. And so equity in your homes, if you have bought in the last, let's say you bought a home 4 years ago, in either one of the places, you're going to get that same house will sell for about $70,000 more 4 years later. So if you would have bought in 2021 and you sell it now, you'll make about $70,000 on average. So both of them are growing economies and growing housing markets. So they're both really nice. And the average home price, I want to tell you a little bit about that. Those are average home prices based on Zillow. I'm going to tell you that depend on what you're looking for. That's an average, and I can find you some homes for 200 to 300,000 in both of those places. But those are going to be kind of older homes that have been updated. Some of them, depending on how much you pay, down like around the $200,000 mark, it might not even be updated. But I can find you some of those homes in both of those areas. But what I want to tell you is, in both areas and in all around the Des Moines area, to get into like a new construction base home, anywhere from 1,200 square feet of living area above grade, you're going to start at about $330,000 to $350,000 in both of those areas. So that's just the start. So anyway, depending on what you're looking for, you're going to probably end up spending anywhere from $320,000 all the way up to $500,000 for kind of a new construction, 3-bedroom, 2-bath kind of home. As you get closer to 500,000, you'll get up a little bit, maybe even a 4-bedroom with a finished basement and lots of space, a little bit more space, I should say, maybe 1,700 to 2,000 square feet. Anyway, that as far as cost of living, they're both very, very similar as far as Ankeny versus West Des Moines. So the difference is going to be depending on what house you buy and where you go. Ankeny is just a little bit more expensive, 10 to 20,000 more. So in my opinion, not much of a difference. So this kind of goes in line with cost of living. Is the average income, median household income in West Des Moines is $84,000. And then the median household income in Ankeny is $106,000. So not a huge difference, but there is a difference. And as far as the job market goes, I would say they're both very, very similar because honestly, because of the traffic and the commute and that kind of thing, there's not much of a commute and there's not much traffic. You can live in either one of the places and work, in Ankeny or in West Des Moines. But West Des Moines has more large employers. One of the biggest employers is Wells Fargo. They employ about 13,000 people. And the Hy-Vee employs about 11,000, and their home office is in their headquarters is right there in West Des Moines, among other headquarters in those areas. But those are the two biggest employers actually in the whole West Des Moines. The whole Des Moines area. So large employers right there in West Des Moines. The large employers in Ankeny are John Deere. John Deere has its metalworks place where I guess they build. I'm pretty sure they build the combines and tractors and all that stuff, or at least the headquarters is there. And then the finance department of John Deere is also in that area, and they employ about 3,300 workers. And then you've got Casey's, whose headquarters is in Ankeny, and they employ about 1,100 people. So there are some plenty of good jobs available. The job market is a very good job market in both areas and in all of the Des Moines area. So I don't think you're going to have a hard time finding a job or keeping a job, or even maybe moving up once you get here. But I'm assuming you're looking here because either you've got a job over here, but anyway, if you're looking for a job, the job market is very good, I'd say, in both places. So similar, maybe a little bit of an advantage in the job market in the West Des Moines area. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the schools. If you're moving here, more than likely you're going to be interested in what the schools are like. By the way, if you're moving here, I'd love to help you, love to meet you. My contact information is going to be in the description. So you can call, text, email, or my favorite is you can get on a Zoom. I'd like to meet you kind of face to face. But anyway, contact information is going to be in the description. I'd be happy to help you. So for the schools, Ankeny has got the #1 best school district in the Des Moines area out of the 18 school districts. And West Des Moines has the 6th best school district out of the 18. Both of them very, very good school districts. Ankeny is the 8th best place to live according to niche.com, and West Des Moines is the 5th best place to live according to niche.com. So different analytics based on what you are looking for. You may be looking at the best school for athletes, or you may be looking at the best school for college prep, or best school for best teachers, or the best school that the teachers like the best. And both of these schools districts rank highly in all of that stuff, and they kind of go tit for tat. I would honestly say that they're both very similar. I think Ankeny kind of edges them out a little bit based on the fact that they are the #1 school district in the Des Moines area. So Ankeny kind of wins out when it comes to schools, but anyway, look at niche.com. I like niche.com because of the way that they look at the statistics. They don't just look at the stats and the numbers. They also look at people's opinions, and they do surveys based on people that are living there right now, and they take that into consideration when they say which one is the best area. So what I think is important, and when you're looking for an area to move into, are three of the biggest things to me is schools, medical facilities, and how close you are to the grocery store. You may say another one might be how close you are to where you work, and I totally agree. But I can't tell you how they rank based on that, because I don't know where you're going to work. But I can tell you about the schools and the shopping, groceries and the medical facilities. The schools I've already talked about. The grocery stores, there's going to be plenty in each of those areas, Ankeny and West Des Moines. So let's talk about the medical facilities. The medical facilities they've got plenty of, medical clinics and family doctors areas in both areas. But in West Des Moines, they actually have a hospital. And so, depending on where you are, West Des Moines is a large area, but depending on where you are, you're going to be close to the hospitals and definitely medical clinics. And the closest hospital to Ankeny is downtown, which is 15-minute drive away. So that may be something that you might want to look at. Maybe that's a big deal for you. Speaking of that, what is the biggest deal for you? What are you looking for? Do you want to be the best schools, or are you looking at location as far as close to the airport, or do you have to be close to your work, or is it the particular home you have to have a new construction walkout basement type thing? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. So another big deal might be shopping, for like malls. The Jordan Creek Mall is in West Des Moines, although it is kind of on the northwest side of West Des Moines. So depending on where you live, you still could be 10-minute drive away from that shopping center. But anyway, it has a great mall. Jordan Creek Mall is I think the best one in the area. Also, you're pretty close to Waukee and Clive, where they have a lot of restaurants and shops, and also Whole Foods is not far from West Des Moines. And they've got a Costco and Walmart and all the things that you might want. They're all in that area. But as far as trying to compare to the shopping in Ankeny versus the shopping in West Des Moines, West Des Moines has the Jordan Creek Mall. And they're close to Historic Valley Junction. Historic Valley Junction has some really cool, boutique type shops. They're going to have a farmer's market there. Farmer's markets are all over in the Des Moines area. You're going to find one pretty much no matter where you live. There's going to be one near you. One of the biggest and best is the downtown market on Saturday mornings in the summer. Definitely look into that. But anyway, we're talking about West Des Moines and Ankeny. So anyway, Valley Junction, nice little boutique type shops, antique shops, that kind of thing. And so shopping in West Des Moines is definitely a plus. As for Ankeny, you've got just kind of regular shops, but you've also got the district, which is kind of an outdoor type area where they've got lots of great restaurants and a few nice shops to go into. And so that is what they have in the Ankeny area to kind of set it apart from other areas. So basically, up till now, I think that Ankeny and West Des Moines have been very, very similar. Maybe the only thing so far that are different is maybe the distance to the hospital and a little bit of the shopping difference. But when it comes to outdoor recreation and parks, there's a little bit more of a difference. Ankeny has 600 acres of parks and about 100 miles of biking trails. They have got the trailhead for the High Trestle Trail is in Ankeny, and that is a fantastic trail. It's the most popular trail in Des Moines, in Iowa. It brings about 40,000 bikers to the trail per month during the summer months. So great trail and some great parks. Also, you've got two aquatic centers in that area. They're both pretty new. They've got lots of parks in Ankeny and some great things to do in that area. The other thing that Ankeny has going for it is it's very close to Saylorville Lake. Saylorville Lake, you can take advantage of, you can rent pontoon boats. If you have your own boat, you can go, fishing and get to enjoy some of that lake life during the summer. We got some great summers here. So anyway, that to me is a huge benefit. Great parks in the Ankeny area. So as for West Des Moines, I think they've got one of the best parks in all of the Des Moines area, which is Raccoon River Valley Park. It's a great park. It's got a lake. It's got a 3-mile trail, bike trail around the lake, and you can rent paddle boats and kayaks at the little boat area right there. They've got an archery range. They've got a really nice playground for everyone. It's a really nice park. They've also got a paved biking trail that goes, so the Raccoon River Valley Trail actually links up with the High Trestle Trail, which has a nice big 120-mile paved loop. They just put those together with a little 9-mile section just this last year. So great trails, great biking trails. We love our biking here in Iowa. A lot of people love to bike. So anyway, so that's a huge plus to me for the West Des Moines area, is that the Raccoon River Valley Park is in that area. I love that park. It's a great park. The other huge advantage that West Des Moines has is the Recplex. West Des Moines, the city of West Des Moines owns the Recplex, and it's a great indoor place where they've got soccer fields indoors, and they've got tennis courts and basketball courts and ice hockey and all that kind of stuff inside. So huge advantage to have something to do for the kids in the winter. You can go to that place, and for a very nominal fee, you can, rent out, if you're a coach, the soccer field, or you can just go and play basketball. A lot of great things to do indoors right there in West Des Moines. I think that's a huge benefit. So anyway, they both have, Ankeny and West Des Moines has a lot to offer when it comes to recreation. All right, so I told you I would give you my opinion on which place is a better place to go, and it really is a tough decision. I like a lot of the things about each of these places, like we talked about, kind of to give you a little bit of an overview, but I love West Des Moines because of the outdoor recreation and the Recplex, and Jordan Creek Mall, and at the proximity to the airport, all that stuff. I think it's all really great. And as for Ankeny, I really love the district, and I like Saylorville Lake, and I like biking, so I like all the trails and the parks. So it really is a tough decision. For me, the biggest difference, and I haven't talked about it yet, is what type of homes you can get in each of those areas. So Ankeny has got a lot of new construction to choose from. So you're going to get newer neighborhoods and new construction homes. And in West Des Moines, there are some new construction homes out in the kind of the northwest portion of that area, but mostly you're going to have some well-established neighborhoods, very large trees, beautiful backyards, and some nice well-established areas. You're going to have maybe some older homes that have been updated, and so it kind of depends on what you want. I really honestly like both of those, but for me, I like the newer construction homes a little bit better. I like the newer neighborhoods. Prairie Trail, I didn't talk about it, but Prairie Trail is a nice developed area, and they developed the neighborhood right around the school and the aquatic center. I think that's amazing, and also the district is right there. So that for me is a bigger positive, and again, it would be a tough decision. It all depends on exactly what what the positives and negatives about what you're looking for in a home and in the area. But Ankeny, to me, edges it out just a little bit. The school districts are top notch in both areas, but Ankeny kind of edges it out just a little. So that would be my choice, would be to go ahead and live in Ankeny. So I hope that was helpful. My goal was to help you choose maybe one or the other, or help you see some of the benefits to both of them. I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think and what you're looking for in homes. So anyway, if you're thinking about moving to this area, give me a call. I would love to help you. I'd love to meet you, and I could help you make a smooth move to the Des Moines area. And I can't wait to meet you.